I'm gonna do another walk. My audio was messed up before, so get a little audio. Finally, I'll do it right. So here I am inside the factory experience. Hello. So the event just ended, and I am going to take another little wander by and see where we are. Hello. And this is the main floor. This is where all the fun stuff happens. I'm going to extend that a little bit. So this is where all the fun stuff happens, and there are unassembled bits and pieces. There's bodies. You can see little parts that you know are part of final F-150 Lightning, and you can see them all lined up and ready to roll out there. There's a couple of beds. There's row after row of some cabs over there, and you can see there's an awful lot going on. These are little roller skates that the chassis come on before they have wheels. They roll them out. There's a whole path for those. I've noticed. There's some beds, and we have a whole bunch ready to roll over here. Obviously, very soon. Today's launch day, so there's going to start shipping them out. One of these may be yours. So as I'm rolling through here, I'm going to make sure my sound is still working. I messed that up so many times, it's not funny. So here I am. There's a bunch of bodies waiting to go. And this is where they check out all of the trucks before they roll out. Put them under the lights. This we've seen pictures of all over.
I wish they would put the F-150 Lightning right in between the lights.
Oh, just to see it shine, yeah.
Right?
Yeah. This is where this is the final. That's the final place before it rolls through.
We're living in a photo.
Yeah, these are the very first ones right over yonder.
2080, we're gonna be like, wow, we was at that event.
Yeah.
First built. How cool.
Back when they first. Oh, look at that. There's bodies all the way up there too. Whole bunch of beds in the rafters. There's a whole lot of parts, and this is pretty amazing stuff. So again, I tried to do this before. Sound might not have been on. Isn't that funny how sometimes you mess up something and you don't even realize it? So see, basically I was trying to turn on the sound, and I basically turned it off instead of turning it on. So walking through the factory one more time. This time I kind of know where I've been. I've been here before. Second time through. So this is their little QA shining. This is where they inspect them. Look at that thing shine away. Now that's a beautiful, beautiful color. Look at that thing. That is a piece of art. That is something. What do we have on this side here? A couple charging up. This is final. These are the pros they said are going to be shipping to. At least this one is. And a whole bunch. Where to go? They kind of QA them around here. And then whenever they find a defect, they bring them out and somebody cleans them up, fixes them up, and then they go through a couple more checks. There's a big machine over there that kind of checks out all of the fit and finish, see how things fit together. We've got parts and parts, half assembled. Now at this point, the F-150s have wheels. Of course they should, but just slightly ahead of me is the last stage they go through the production before they put the wheels on. So you'll see them coming out on those little skateboards. And these are skid plates. Guess they put them on near the end too. Skid plates. Now there's some of those, I think, inspection machines that look for all the little fit and finish things. At least that seems to be what they do. But they are an interesting looking robot. It's a test system, it says. In fact, let's see what that actually says. It's a MAHILE test systems. I have no idea what it does, but it must test something. It's a test system. Probably a bunch of lasers that calibrate to measure to make sure everything fits the way it should. And there they are without a skateboard at the bottom. No skateboard, so they're just chassis. And I guess somewhere at the end they drop them on there. And somewhere around over there they get their wheels. And these are powertrains, entirely nothing but powertrains, and that's where the little babies are born. They mix the body with the powertrain, drop them on top of there, and there you got a fully assembled truck. And down here at the end, wait a minute, I think I passed the section. Oh yeah, I did. I passed. No, I didn't get there yet. done this twice, so I forgot which stage was which. Oh yeah, this is the Bobak. That's the one I told you about. But this one here, that one's fully opened up. That's your chance to see, I guess, the closest view. And that would be a nice accessory if they sold it, which is what they use to lift that up. And apparently they use this to let the train people. And it opens up. So this is this is for the trainees to see where everything's supposed to fit together, and they lift this up. And again, I think this would be a great accessory option for an aftermarket from some of the companies that make accessories, because there's a little bit of space there, and they've welded that sucker on there so they can lift it up. And you see it from here, it's fully exposed. And from before, they had this side open too. They had this part open too. They closed it. That was open the last time. I would imagine if you would open it, they probably wouldn't mind too much. But that's, you could see the whole rest of the battery. And this one here's on the whole skateboard. And so walking this way, and this is where the wheels come together. We're coming up to wheel territory. So there's like 3 or 4 rows of stuff being assembled on those skateboards. And as we saw before, the powertrain was by itself, and the bodies were by themselves, fully assembled bodies. And basically what they do is they drop them on top of there, still on those skateboards. And as they get past there, right over here is where the skateboard ends and the tires get put on. Hello. So this is where the tires get put on. So they're in packs of 4, so that they always are a match set that are, I guess, balanced and whatnot, because they're already on their rims. So if I'm looking at these correct, these are Lariat or XLT 312A wheels and tires. So those get dropped on, and some of them aren't. Some of them are platinums. I can see the extra shine on some back there. Anyhow, those come in sets of balanced tires, nothing but tires. So everything up to this point here is still, and there's trucks everywhere. Everything. Oh, this is the last, one of the last stages where the frunk gets put together. You see the frunks themselves, and you see the parts that surround the frunk, which is kind of cool. So then down on the end here, this is where they're still on the skateboard. And on the skateboard here, no tires or wheels at this point. So right after that, they get wheels, right? This is beautiful. And the wheels go on after that. So they're still kind of riding on this little skateboard for that whole part of the run. And here we are. These are fully ready to go down the run. So all those bodies get bolted on here. And then they're just sitting and waiting in a queue till they get down there where they finally get connected to the tires and the wheels, and then it all comes together. So we got tires all the way down here. Oh, look at that. That is window stickers. Window stickers. So they're ready to go and be attached to the windows. So once they get on there, I guess that's to make sure that they have all the parts that go with it. So you know when it's gotten past there, whether it's a Pro or a Lariat, an XLT. Mine's an XLT, just saying. So we're going down, we're gonna hit the end of this run. And over here, a couple of Lariats. There's a Pro. Now from what Jim Farley said, they're gonna be shipping these Pros right away. So the Pros are going out. These still have some protective film on them. And we are now pretty much at the end of this row. but there are rows beyond those rows, and I'm not sure if I'm supposed to pass that section, so I'm going to go and stay within the lines. And over here, Frunk City, nothing but Frunks. And we got Frunks on top of our Frunks, tires ready to get bolted on. And now we have all sorts of stuff here. Now I'm still kind of hoping this thing is still recording. We have, I don't know what that is. It must be paint. It's the only thing I can think of. Oh no, these could be the coolants. These are coolants that are going to keep the batteries in condition. And wow, an empty row. And those are chassis by themselves. I just want to get a shot of the chassis all by themselves. So that is what's underneath it. All the steel chassis before batteries get onto it. And here's one right in the flesh. Kind of looks like a little scooter. Like you can almost picture 3 or 4 little kids on that running down the street, putting a couple wheels on it. Hello, how are you?
Okay.
Looks like hit the end of the row and they'll come back the other way the way it came.
Okay.
So hitting the other side. So over here, these are the chassis. They're putting the motors on them. So this one obviously is going in that direction. So it comes out that side. Then there's still chassis by themselves, and then they go there. And that one's only got 1 motor. So the one after it's got 2, and all the ones go down that direction. That's where they keep adding things. So the further it goes down, the more it has on it until it eventually gets the body. I could see the whole flow of this thing now. All sorts of gadgets, all sorts of stuff. And then at the end of the row, trucks. Now, isn't that amazing? So that's the tour that I've been privileged enough to see. I don't think many other people have been able to do this. So I'm kind of happy I was able to do this and share it with you guys. Unfortunately, my truck isn't one of the ones being built today. It hasn't been built yet. It's scheduled to be built in June 13th. So that's my truck's birthday. So I'm going to see that truck coming up soon. So, and I think these are more pros. Yes, these are pros. These are the pros that he just announced. At least some of them. That one's a pro. So they're mixing Pro, Lariat, XLT, all merging at the same time. Apparently running a whole bunch of white ones at once. Probably came out of the paint factory there. So running them in batches of colors. But we've got a lot of equipment over here. And we have, this is like, I feel like Willy Wonka in the chocolate factory, and I'm Charlie Bucket. I'm my golden ticket. And I'm getting to see the factory, see the candy being made. And that is just simply amazing. So again, this is the way back, and it is an enormous place. Getting my 30 minutes of walking in. There's all these coolants and brake fluid, I think, is what that might be right there. And there's an XLT. Yay! Yay for the XLTs. That's what I'm getting. So walking through the line. First time I saw a Pro in person. First time I saw an XLT in person. I like the XLT. I drove an XLT before this, so I'm kind of happy to have another XLT, kind of following the lineage. Just I'm an XLT kind of guy, I guess. And we are back at the tire section. And down that part of the line, what are they putting on there? So this, that goes one direction, and the other one goes the other direction. Yes, it's kind of like a serpentine. You go down one direction, and it comes up a direction, it goes down a direction, and the one to my right is literally the last part of the line, all told. If I had to walk this thing and measure the steps, it's probably a good mile worth of factory, all kind of compressed into this giant building. And I don't know what the scoreboard above us says, but I'll try to figure that out. It's kind of interesting. Probably tells you how many of each piece is being built and how many pieces they're waiting for. So here we are, another Lariat. Got a lot of Lariats being built. They do say the Lariat is the most popular of all the models. That's a Platinum, a little bit beyond my scope, the Platinum. So I'm still going XLT, but I'm almost at the Lariat stage in terms of pricing, let's face it. Anyhow, walking back, a couple more skateboards coming through. You can see more parts are on that one than the ones prior to it. And as we go through, there's the bodies all by themselves before they get hooked up. I'd really love to know what the heck that thing is right there. I'm guessing it's some kind of laser calibrator. But what do I know? I'm not an engineer. I'm just a guy with a camera. So it's all good. It's all good. In fact, I would just love to find out what the heck that thing is. That is the most interesting machine here today. So getting through there. There's another Pro, so I think they said they were going to ship the Pro. They probably have all the Pros built by now. There's one right there. What am I doing? Moving the camera. It's a 360. You can see it. 2 in a row. 2 Pros in a row. Tell by the no light bar in the front on the Pro. And sorry about that. So this again is the end of the production. This is where they do their final checks and balances to make sure everything fits the way it should. You know, under this lighting, you really get a chance to see this thing shine. In fact, you got to get a shot of just the way the light comes off of this thing. It is really, really great looking. And you know, I think this is the first red one I've seen today. So here's a red one. This is a Lariat again, as if that's a surprise. Seems like everybody's got the Lariat these days. See here? Yeah, that's a Lariat from the top. You get that nice open window up there. I really love that window. I miss that. And I'm going to miss that rear window. The only 2 things I'm really missing out on. But here's another Lariat. And it is a Lariat without the premium sunroof. So I wouldn't have gotten that if I did get the Lariat unless I upgraded again. So there's the Lariat. And one with the sunroof and one without. It's got the screens in there. Get a good view of the inside of that. All right, we got that going on, which is good. I got that going on, which is good. One last walk through the tunnel of light. And off I go again. Make my way around. Make my way around the other side. And we are almost through with the factory tour. I think we've got a good glimpse of the way these things are put together. If you're taking notes, you can build one yourself, right? Yeah, no, maybe not. Anyhow, I ramble because I like to. Whoa, there's a bunch of trucks, and those suckers are built and ready to go. Probably have their window stickers on them and everything. These are customer ready. And they're shipping them today. In fact, let's see what we do have there. That looks like that's an XLT. That's going to be just like the one I ordered. I could tell already. No, that's not the one. Not the way mine is. It has different wheels. So mine will have that. Let's see if I can find one that's similar to mine. So this one here is definitely an XLT. Yes, it's an XLT. It has solid window, but this doesn't have the upgraded wheels. This one here is a Lariat. No, it's a Platinum. Wow, it's a beautiful Platinum. Another Lariat. Another. Here comes another XLT. There's a Pro that has this one here is another Pro. They're cranking them Pros out, cranking out the Pros, and this looks like where they charge them up. One last charge before they leave the factory's floor. Another Lariat. Really like that. No, that's a Platinum. Yeah, I should have noticed the grill, shiny grill. So that's a Platinum in the rough, and I think I'm going to run out of recording space on here, but I want to keep it running as long as I can, get as much of this little tour as I can in here. So I'm wandering through, also talking a little too much, but hey, what else are you going to do? That's what I do. I wasn't talking. Well, it would just be nothing. Got to at least say something, right? And I'm walking through, this is the whole event. Now, we're going to leave the factory floor. And you will see as we get to the end of the factory floor, celebrities, Sandy Monroe, Bill Ford, Jim Farley's over there somewhere. Crew, how you doing? And there they are doing their photo ops with the crew there. And I am going to make my way back. So this is where the stage was set up for the live cast, and that'll be on YouTube. And then over here, and then over here, this is the last of the stage. There's music, there's photo ops, more trucks to get everything around. I gotta go out there and grab myself some food. There's the last I'll see of them for a while until I get mine. And then I'm heading to get some food. Yeah, definitely gonna eat now. And we'll get the whole experience from end to end. That music machine, that music truck is running off of an F-150. Little fun fact. And then, sorry about that. Get out there and see the outside experience that goes with it. One last shot of the factory. Bye-bye, factory. Hey, now we have live music. Live music coming right up here. Yeah. Barbecue. Yeah. Bam, bam, bam. Like the food is gone. Maybe some more leftovers. No more left. You snooze, you lose? Is that what happens?
We lose it? Oh my God.
Got a pickle?
A lot of pickles left.
Wait, there's some more. They got some more food? Oh, you saved the best for last. Look at those babies. Look at those babies. Thank you. Thank you.
Trying our best to keep them hot for you.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, I appreciate that.
There's some sauces down there if you want to give us a try.
I appreciate it. Thank you. This is the full treatment here. We got sweet heat, apricot, sweet tangy barbecue. We'll get some of that on there. And there we go. Heat them up. There we go. Yeah. So without further ado, and then one last goodbye, we have our live music. Live music. Yeah. Rock and roll.